Some horror movies scare you with monsters, and then there's others like the ones on this list, this Tubi list you can stream right now. Well, these scare you with people, where the humans are the monsters. So join with me for stories so bleak, so disturbing, so emotionally draining that these are some of my favorite movies you can watch on Human Monsters on Tubi. Let's get right into it. Coming out at number 1 from 2007 is a film that has earned its reputation, no doubt. We are, of course, talking about
The Poughkeepsie Tapes.
Now, listen, this is a horror film that's going to take a piece of you almost immediately. This is a slow burn, found footage, mockumentary style film that I absolutely cannot put over, can't champion enough. This movie centers on a prolific serial killer who goes around stealing folks, wrapping them up, keeping them in his basement, playing cat and mouse games with the detectives. One of the most talked about underground horror films, a film that is just emotionally exhausting, draining, all those, things that come to mind when you think about a movie that messes you up, that disturbs you a little bit. Happens in Poughkeepsie Tapes, but I think it's a really well-made movie. I thought it was real almost when I first watched it, and forever it was out of print, but you can watch it right now on Tubi. Moving on. From 2011 is another just notorious film that I've talked about quite a bit on my channel as well, but we need to do it one more time when we're talking about human monsters.
What did you do to Megan? Help me! Help me!
And that is Megan is Missing from 2011. Now, this should be just absolute, required cinema for kids, for parents that have kids that are growing up to be young teenage girls, people that are getting into sex, drugs, and rock and roll, human trafficking, like all kinds of bad things that can happen on the internet. The internet's a scary place, and that's where Megan is Missing really makes its bones. This is a found footage psychological horror where it focuses on the online predators that are preying on your children right now. Slow burn with a notoriously bleak finale, like probably the most bleak of any finale I've ever seen. Ever had to dig your own grave? No? You're lucky. That's what happens in this film. How about seeing some images come on the screen that you'll never get out of your head? You're welcome. Happens in Megan is Missing. It's a sick, demented, depraved film that I don't recommend to a lot of people, but if you do and you get into it, this is a very effective film for how it makes you feel. Still skeeves me out all these years later. Megan is Missing, required viewing. Okay? Moving on to one that might not seem like horror, but if you've seen a lot of people go through addiction and just problems in their life, this film from 2002 will ruin your family dinner. Everyone's used to dealing with people like this, depending on where you live, from a big city, from a small city, from people that have addiction, from people that don't have that trait. We're talking about 2002's
Life is sort of passing by.
Spun. Hyperkinetic drama about methamphetamine addiction, directed by Jonas Ackerland. This is a film that has a crazy cool, energetic cast. It's got really hit music that's throwing all of these crazy things at the camera at once, but really you're just going on a fueled bender, just a long-lasting binge. And this captures addiction really with frantic editing and visual style. It's got Mickey Rourke. It's got it's weird. It's weird, and it feels like you've been up for 6 days when you watch this film. I don't recommend it, but I actually really find it disturbing because so many people that I know have people that have dealt with this or have dealt with it themselves. So affects me personally because I've lost a lot of good friends to some of the stuff that happens in Spun. Okay, another one that might not fit the necessary human horror element that we're talking about here is a film from 2009, a Dick House production that floored me, that just completely overwhelmed me. It's part of my family's vernacular now. We quote this movie just constantly. We're talking about, of course,
even though they might be the most hated family, they are the true rebels of the South.
The Wild, Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Now, this right here is a movie on everything not to do growing up. Now, imagine you had to grow up in West Virginia. We're going to be talking about unwanted teen pregnancy, addiction, domestic stuff. You're going to have alcoholism. You're going to have plight, famine, people just not being able to survive, having to live off the government. This is This is a documentary that explores stranger than fiction moments and weaves them all together into this disgusting kaleidoscope. Equal parts fascinating, equal parts heartbreaking, poverty, generational dysfunction. One of the saddest movies I've ever seen. And it just keeps going, and they paint it with this brush that, oh man, this is fun. These guys are having the time of their lives. No, they're not. They're all in jail. They're all losing family members. All of them are dying. It's very, very fucked up, and it's not okay. But I love the movie. It's got Hank Williams III in it. It's got Jessica White, the dancing outlaw. If you're familiar with him, this is a movie that just takes a piece of you every time you watch it. You feel bad for the kids. You feel bad for the characters. It's just vile cinema that I still absolutely love. Okay, for people that were big fans of kids. We are talking about Bully from 2001. Now, this is a Larry Clark film that it's got some famous actors in it. It's got toxic friendships. It's got manipulation. And of course, it's got violence. And it's based on a true story. So if bullying or something like that happened to you, you might not like this movie. I remember being shocked by this movie and thinking it was incredibly, amazingly well made. And it was unsettling to look at. I hated the bullies in this film. I hated what happened to them. Similar to Kids, like the ending of Kids is such a bleak, depressing, just despair. And that's a lot how Bully is. It's just a real life tragedy that you're watching unfold, and everyone's getting off on it, especially the people in this film. And you got to see it for yourself, man. Bully jacked me up. Okay. Let's get into a little bit of the darker stuff now from 2017. I know this has got another name, but when I first watched it, I thought it was the most fucked up film I've ever seen. It still might be. And it's called Trauma from 2017. Okay. This is a Chilean exploitation horror film. Okay, it's got stuff that has to do with the war. It's got flashbacks. It's got family abuse, family dramas. It's got the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in the first 10 minutes, having to do with a little fella and just the sounds that they make in this orphanage. It was just absolutely horrid, man. It fucked me up. There is assault. There is violence. There is just brutality for brutality's sake. And by the time you feel like you can catch your breath, the movie's almost over. And then it pummels you again, and it pummels you again, man. This explores just the cycle of violence and the cycle of abuse that's been passed down with like Stockholm and Munchausen. It's just like it's a brutal watch, man. Trauma, I think it's incredible cinema. I think everyone that's fans of extreme horrors likes to dip their toes in it should watch, but it's not recommended for most casual fans. The assault in this movie is just hard to look away from. Think Irreversible, but with more blood and gore and, maybe a little bit less in length, but yeah, just still really, really nasty stuff. Okay, I do want to lighten it up a little bit. It's not all going to be shitty. Let's talk about something from 2008 that I think is just a damn good time. That's human nature horror as well.
Is that it?
What we're talking about, Trailer Park of Terror from 2008. Now listen, this is considered a horror comedy, right? It's a splatter with exploitation elements in it. It has to do with a lot of like being stuck in the environment that you're raised, and the only way out is every way out's a way in. It's gross, it's nasty, it's fun, it's got great barbecue, it's a cannibal film at the same time. And basically it's just a group of stranded travelers wander into this trailer park, and the things that they see and the way that this family is raised, horrific, man. I love this movie because it's equal parts campy. It's bloody, it's over the top. It's a cult favorite for fans of B horror films. If you haven't seen this, excellent music. It's got a couple character actors in there sprinkled in, and some just amazing over the top violence. Think Rob Zombie style violence. Just chef's kiss, man. I love Trailer Park of Terror. Now moving on to one of the last films on this list from 2012. This is a film that your partner will probably leave you. Your neighbors might call the cops, and you could be placed on a watch list. That's how bad you're going to feel watching this movie called Hate Crime. Okay? Hate Crime is exactly what it says it is. I can try to sum it up for you, but I'll probably get I don't really want to. What happens is it's a home invasion film. It's a home invasion horror, right? It's presented, it should be presented in found footage style. So it's a couple that are a certain nationality and they are at home and they are accosted by this group that hates them and they will not leave, and they force them and their family to commit the most horrific acts ever. It's a real short sit. It's on Tubi. It's maybe an hour and 10 minutes, and it relies on realism and tension over supernatural scares. It's got violence on top of violence on top of violence and just really, really uncomfortable assault. I don't know why I keep doing this with my hands. I feel like maybe you'll understand it better. Some of this is like, don't watch this movie. You're a good person. You're better than this. Don't watch this. I would recommend We Gotta Talk About Kevin. I think that is an absolutely banger, brutal film. That's also on my list. Dude, unbelievable scene in that, but that's just really, really uncomfortable, really, really mental health stuff that can just go so wrong. So if you're going to get into stuff like We Need to Talk About Kevin, make sure that your trap upstairs is real sharp. You don't have any of that trigger stuff going on, and you're in a good place to really watch some things go wrong in schools and at home and domestically. It just takes a piece of you, man. And a lot of these ones take a piece of you in a different way, from The Wild Wonderful Whites and you're supposed to be having a good time but you're ignoring all the things by masking with addiction, to Spun, which is just a complete, I'm not taking any accountability, I'm gonna be fucking jacked up for 4 or 5 days and we're gonna film it and see how bad it can go, to things like the Poughkeepsie Tapes, to Trauma. This is kind of a humans are shit list, but you can find it now on Tubi, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I love you so much. I was gonna do a review. I've got a bunch of reviews that I want to do, but there's so many cool movies that I don't get to talk about, and so that's why I've kind of explored this series. It's doing well for the channel. I like to be able to like just pick 10 movies I never really talk about besides Poughkeepsie and just kind of riff on them for a few minutes, man. It's really fun. I'm having a great time with it. People seem to be liking it. I'm getting more requests for more of them. So yeah, here's like 9 more human nature horror that you need to put on your list. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe, talk some shit down there, share it with a friend, share it with an enemy. I love you. Things we do. Until next time, take care. Cheers.